As I navigated the streets of downtown Salt Lake City as a new outreach volunteer, I was surrounded by the harsh realities of homelessness. I saw a dog sitting quietly on the grass next to his person, which immediately drew me to them. I said, "Your dog is so handsome." She laughed and told me he's everything to her. I pulled out my phone and showed her pictures of my dog, Jazz, gushing over what a great dog she is. In that instant, something in me shifted. I no longer saw a stranger in need. She was a fellow pet parent, a kindred spirit, a survivor. We were now two people connected by our shared love of animals. As I walked away, I wondered, what if this woman had a medical emergency and had to go to a hospital or urgent care? What would her handsome dog do? Where would he go? When it comes to animal welfare, we need to look at both ends of the leash. We must care for both the animal and the human. A lot of research highlights the many physical and emotional benefits that come from having a dog or cat. Everything from lowering our blood pressure to easing feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. Studies show more than 2/3 of us have at least one dog or cat, and in the research, nearly all pet owners say their pets are family. I created my own family when I adopted Jazz from a local rescue. I was a single young professional, and she was an energetic, loving, and loyal companion. Soon after I adopted this dog, my dad's health took a turn for the worse, and I became his unexpected caregiver. I moved both my parents into my home to live with me and Jazz, a huge change for all of us. Some days were long and difficult, but Jazz was a constant source of comfort and strength. Sometimes I just needed a laugh, and sometimes I needed a good cry. But no matter the case, my dog was there for me. I was thinking of Jazz and my connection with her when I struck up a conversation with that kindred spirit and her dog. Despite our deep love for our pets, economic pressures can sometimes impact our ability to care for them. When times are especially hard, many pet owners are often forced to give up their pets to animal shelters. According to a respected national animal welfare organization, human reasons outweigh animal reasons for pet surrender by 3-1. Top human reasons for pet surrender include unstable housing, a pet owner's health, and finances. Things like this disproportionately affect vulnerable populations who often face tighter financial constraints and limited access to essential resources. Even a single unexpected event, a medical emergency, an eviction, or job loss can have a devastating ripple effect on families, jeopardizing their ability to care for their dog or cat and putting them at risk of losing a beloved companion. Learning all this, I wondered, how can we help pet owners in difficult situations keep their animals? A few years ago, a group of like-minded friends and I researched ways we could do just that. At the top of that list, we could help people by caring for their pets. We created an emergency pet sheltering program where pets are temporarily cared for during a period of crisis. This gives pet owners time to overcome their challenges, and it reduces their fear of losing their pets. Imagine being at maybe the lowest part of your life and feeling forced to give up the one constant and loving relationship that you have. This solution also helps to keep pets from being surrendered to animal shelters. And boy, do we get to see some of the most amazing family reunions after the crisis has passed. Tasha discovered she was pregnant and homeless after an unexpected divorce. We took in her dog Patch while she and her 9-year-old son Jackson found stable housing. Jackson created a hand-drawn booklet of Patch's tricks and promised his furry companion that they would reunite. Tayshia's determination paid off when she found a pet-friendly home. Patch was happily reunited with his family. Lexi and her 2 cats left an abusive situation, and she found herself without a stable place to call home. We cared for her cats for a month and a half until they were reunited. Today, several years later, Lexi is thriving. She's become a speaker at conferences on domestic violence, is in a master's program, and recently became a first-time homeowner. Both of these stories are a testament to resilience, but there are many others still facing similar situations. The statistics for domestic violence are particularly alarming. 7 out of 10 domestic violence survivors report their abusers threatened or harmed their pets. Nearly half of survivors delay leaving their abusers out of fear for their pets' safety. How can we help pet owners in domestic violence situations keep their animals? Well, when we help pets, we also help their people. I witnessed a pivotal moment a couple of years ago when several friends and colleagues courageously shared their personal stories at a legislative committee hearing. Each of them revealed how their abusers had exploited their love for their pet to manipulate and gain control. Although I knew many of these women, their stories were a revelation to me and amplified the need for change. After more committee hearings, more testimonies, and more votes, change came with the historic signing of a new state law. This landmark legislation allows pets to be included in domestic violence protective orders, marking a significant step toward a safer future for both pets and their people. This idea of helping cats and dogs to help their people shouldn't only be limited to crisis situations. The reality is, many Americans live paycheck to paycheck, struggling with financial uncertainty every day. But what if we applied the same support systems that humans receive to our pets? Imagine the impact of free or low-cost pet vaccines, pet food pantries, and rental assistance programs that cap pet fees. By taking a cue from and mirroring essential human services, we can provide stability and relief to so many families. As everyday citizens, we can make a difference in other ways too. Get involved with a local organization that advocates for pets and their people. Donate food or time to your local pet food pantry, and support pet-friendly laws and ordinances in your area. Even small actions count. Maybe you could offer to pet sit a friend's dog while they're away at treatment, or watch viral cat videos with an isolated neighbor. Recently, my family experienced a tragedy, and our friends walked our dog several times, providing much-needed exercise for the dog and relief to us during a difficult time. A single friend of mine underwent a joint replacement, and her friends fed and walked her animals too. These simple acts of kindness go a very long way. Don't underestimate your ability to help a pet family in need. It was my own dog, Jazz, who helped me understand the unbreakable bond that exists between companion animals and their people. Unfortunately, when pet owners face difficulties, they're sometimes met with judgment and stigma instead of kindness and care. Let's work together to create solutions that support the well-being of both humans and animals. Let's make sure that no one, not you, not me, not an unhoused pet parent, has to choose between our own well-being and our pets. By offering inclusive understanding and support, we will find solutions that benefit both ends of the leash.